See, Facebook came up faster than Instagram. That's just the way it happens sometimes. But
hello everybody.
Hello everybody. So we just got off of our. Do you know what that's called? What was it called?
What's it called?
How can you say yes if you don't know what the question is? Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Every single day I speak to adults that answer questions and they don't know what they're answering. You will not do that. Yes, if you're not clear on what the question is, then you ask that first. Don't answer a question and then be like, what are you talking about? It's not cute. Okay. So what call? You don't know the call that we just got off of?
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
It was the leadership phone call.
Yeah, it's called a leadership toolbox call. What I want you to understand is, so what did you learn from that call? Do you remember anything from that call? Because you were playing with your Legos.
Yeah.
But I want to see if your subconscious mind, if something soaked in, okay, on this work with mommy day, huh? Since you got out of homeschool a little bit early, what soaked in this subconscious mind? And don't look at my notes.
Let me think. I'm not looking at your notes. I'm looking down. I mean, looking. What time I said looking down?
What do you remember about that call?
I remember that build for your legacy.
You know what? That's the most important thing. That group that I'm a part of is called Build for Your Legacy. Do you know what a legacy is?
I do. I just need. Can you please give me some time to think about it?
Mm-hmm. But we don't have much time.
Okay.
People got stuff to do, including us. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid. First of all, you speak up when you know something.
I'm not afraid.
Regardless of whether you know the answer or not, speak up. Yes. Don't only speak up when you think things are right, and then when things are wrong. That's what. Do you know how many adults do that? They shrink when they think stuff is wrong. Just say, I don't know.
I don't know.
How are you supposed to find out stuff?
Hi.
Don't you hear me tell my team this all the time? How are you supposed to find out stuff if you can't admit when you don't know it? So your legacy is like what you are known for, what you leave behind. Like it is an embodiment of your greatness once you are gone. It's a legacy, right? So if somebody dies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And nobody remembers them. They haven't done anything impactful in the world. They haven't affected anybody. They have no legacy.
Yes,
but you know how sometimes, like, we talk about Martin Luther King, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever met Martin Luther King?
No, but me and the teacher were yesterday talking about Eddie Johnson.
Who's Eddie Johnson?
I'll bring you a book of.
No. When I ask you something, I just want you to give me the recap. You don't know? You forgot? Okay, that's okay.
I always remember for some reason, like...
You just remember his name?
Yeah, and sometimes when I go to school, I remember what we learn about, but when I'm not in school, I just go.
Well, it's hard with homeschooling, because it's a little bit different. It's not as engaging. So then if you just remember his name, there has to be something memorable about his name. Do you remember if it was a good story or a bad story?
I don't remember that either.
Okay, that's okay. All right, so
I'll try to remember. I'll tell you when I do.
But see, this is why it's important for us to have these talks, because so many people in life go through things and they just do it to do it. And in that moment, they're doing it. And then after the moment leaves them, they be like, what just happened?
I mean, I would remember some of it. I just wouldn't remember the gist of it.
Just know this. When you have a legacy, long after you're gone, people remember you. So Martin Luther King, what he did... He's been dead for years. You don't know Martin Luther King. I didn't meet him. He was dead before I was born, right? But his legacy lives on, right? Mm-hmm. So when you are doing something powerful for the world, okay, what'd she say?
I need 4 to 6 bags.
Oh, she needs 4 to 6 bags of tea. Okay, we'll answer her back. See? Oh, you hear my stomach growling?
Yes, it's the growling monster from Sesame Street.
No, it's not. I wasn't hungry, but
Cookie Monster.
But when you leave a legacy, son, that means I want to leave a legacy for you and for your kids that you're not even thinking about right now. Right?
Oh, yes, I did.
was Jay Baby said homework time. Eddie, what's his last name? Is a report assignment. Yeah, we'll figure out who this Eddie is. But
Eddie Johnson.
Eddie Johnson. Well, that's a very common name, so I really do want to know who that is. Pertinent to what your teacher taught you.
But when I'll show you
this is what I want you to understand. I was talking to you about this before we had the leadership call. So what my quote unquote job is, right? I'm connected to many leaders. That particular group is called Build for Your Legacy. And I'm happy that you remember that because you are my legacy. Your children are my legacy.
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah, some people call what we do. I say that it's not a pyramid scheme, right?
Me neither.
Right? I say that jokingly because that's how a lot of people know it, and they think I'm scared of that phrase, and I'm really not. If somebody is not a fan, it's just because they don't understand.
Exactly.
Right? But everybody who's a hater or has something negative to say, it doesn't mean you have to arm yourself with knowledge enough so that when people say negative things about you or what you do, you know better than to entertain them. Look at me. When you're in conversation with people, this is through life. Like, people have their beliefs, you have your belief. Okay? And there needs to be called, like, what's a meeting of the mind. Hopefully you both can come together despite your differences and reach an understanding. But sometimes with some people you cannot, because they're convinced that what they believe is true. Okay? Mm-hmm. But with Build for Your Legacy, those two leaders that you saw, what did I tell you their names were? Please get this right. Don't embarrass me.
Lanita and Gregory.
His name is not Gregory.
No, Greg?
First of all, why you acting like they're your homies? Put that shirt down.
Miss Lanita. And
Mrs. Lanika.
Mrs. Lanika.
Will you put the man before the woman? Mr. Greg and Lanika and Mrs. Lanika Scott.
I remember Tanya and Mr. Tanya and Miss.
That's who you thought they were at first, but I told you Mr. Dexter is Greg Scott's brother. They're brothers.
Someone said greetings queen.
Huh?
Someone named Pa.
Greeting queen. Hey, what's going on?
Named Pa.
Yeah, I don't want you to start being the narrator of all the comments, okay? Because that distracts me. Okay, you can look at a few, but don't be the narrator of all the comments. Look at me. So, my direct leaders are who?
Lanika.
That's not your homie.
Mr. Gray and Mrs.
You know better.
Scott.
Right. And those are two people.
Is Mr. Dexter one of them?
He is Mr. Greg's brother.
So is he one of them though?
Yes, he's one of my leaders too.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well, but right now we're going to talk about the ones that we're talking. Okay. So they have 6 daughters.
What?
Exactly. Okay.
That's a lot of girls, and the girls need a lot more than because they're boys.
Exactly.
That is surprisingly.
Exactly.
Wow.
6 daughters? So can you imagine you and then 5 other kids? And do you know what? A lot of people with 6 kids, they struggling. Not those 2. They got 6 kids. They bought a house over $600,000 cash.
And they don't need to do mortgage because they paid cash.
They don't have a mortgage because they pay cash. And let me tell you something.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, this is just like a puzzle, right? And the more we talk about this and put these pieces together, I didn't even know what a mortgage was until I got older. Hello?
I used to hear the word mortgage a lot. So one time while we were on the Zoom for my school, I said, I'm going to make a good business so I can pay my mortgage for my home and my car insurance. Then the teacher would not do much for me. Not too much, but when you start off, they said when you start off,
not speaking clearly. When
you start off, though, you do get lots, but then you lose some. It gets shorter the longer you are a teacher.
What? Oh, you were talking to your teacher about being a teacher?
Yeah, she said.
I hope you didn't insult her though.
No, it was the counselor. She asked all of the students, what do y'all think about being a teacher? I said, most of them said no. But some of them did say yes, because they said that the teacher, that Miss Mills, inspired them.
Miss Mills is a great teacher. But what I want you to understand is, just because everybody is an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean that what they do is bad. Okay?
I know.
That's just what the path that I chose because I want to be able to do things like this. My other job, I couldn't have conversations with you in the middle of the day just about random stuff. We couldn't sit and enjoy the beautiful
You had to work
us.
a lot.
Exactly.
And I had to get things for you. Remember that time you were in
that
bed because you couldn't move in your little scars from your accident?
Yeah, exactly.
I had to bring food to you.
But
I couldn't drive. No.
Right. You had to do a lot for me when I had my accident. But here's the deal. Build for your legacy. That leadership call that we were on, the things that they were talking about. Look at me. Most kids.
I was kind of getting sad just now.
Why? Because you were thinking about that.
No, I was thinking about, not just that, but something else. I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay, that's private. Don't get sad. Well, actually, you can get sad. You can feel whatever you want to feel. But, all that bad stuff is behind us, okay? So.
It's something that scared me when I came back from school. Remember?
No, I don't.
When I was coming here from school in the bus and you were choking on that pill.
Okay, yeah, we've had a...
Yeah,
yes.
It was scary.
Yeah, but I'm alive. So, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's what I want you to understand.
Those bad things are behind us.
Those bad things are behind us, right? But when I work from home, these leaders that you hear... Do you remember my first company? Who were the leaders that you used to hear me listening to? Do you remember?
Mr. Imonitier.
Mr. David Imonitier. I still listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
And
for
guidance. Do you remember the other one?
Guidance. And the other one, it's been so long since I heard
It's been so long. Holton Buzz.
I know it. Wow.
But listen to me. Yes. Listen to me. You need a 1-page report, Hijo? Yes. But listen to me though. Most kids do not listen to David Imonitier, Holton Buggs, Greg and Lanika Scott, the people that you're listening to. The reason why I don't always have my headphones on, and I know sometimes you might get tired of it, but well, I'm happy you don't. But I want you to understand that, you're not too young. This stuff right here, building your belief in yourself, saying powerful things about yourself, believing in yourself, learning how to set goals, learning how to plan your day. Look at me. I'm not trying to put adult pressures on you, but at the same time, you're not too young to learn this stuff.
I know you're not doing any pressure. I'm okay.
And if you learn this stuff
I've been through a lot. Well, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean, like in the game, there has been some tough times. Almost in the real life.
I'm not going to let you just play games, though.
I know.
Games are, I know a lot of kids like to play games, but when we're listening to these things together and when it's time... They're not a game. Life is not a game.
I know. Because you can't just respawn and be like, yay, next chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's
food for the soul. Right. So...
What is that profile picture?
So listen, when you get out of school early, these Toolbox meetings, you will be on them with me.
Toolbox meeting.
With Mr. Greg and Mrs. Lanika Scott. Because the things that they've done, I want to duplicate. I know you didn't just yawn and not cover your mouth and show the whole world your tonsils. You got me all the way twisted. But,
She said, hi, sister.
Hey, what's going on, Tanya? But listen now. Listen. We're going to get this day started. It's doggone near lunchtime. I have a webinar today with Steve Larson, and he's going to talk about hidden funnels. We're going to be on that, taking very copious notes, because why? Writing notes engages the subconscious mind.
And it's better than trying to just remember, because if you forget, you can just try to remember where you put that writing, or remember something else that you put that writing. Then you would look and you'll be like, oh, this is what I've been looking for a long time.
So you should always write notes, because you don't know when you're going to hear something that's life-changing and impactful, and if you write it down, then you'll always have it. And if you just try to remember, you'll be like, what happened again? Does that make sense? Look like you need a nap.
You too.
I know, right? But anyway, I'm happy that you were on that call with me. I'm happy that you learned something. Okay? We are going to create a legacy. I don't care how long it takes, because my struggles will not be your struggles.
Okay.
That was very impactful what I said. You just gave me some sloppy. Okay.
It's very impactful.
Like
Thank you.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hey, that whole phone just fell down. Almost fell down. Hey, princess. I told you don't be swiping my phones like they flies. Hey, no, get them little fingers away. The whole phone gonna hit the floor in a minute. He gonna say, "I'm sorry, mommy." Okay. Oh, that's Zonia. Do you know where Mrs. Zonia is? I'm putting your business out there. She's in Canada. This is the power of what we do, son. Okay, I'm not a rag doll. She's a very nice person too. She's very patient with your mom.
Oh,
like you are. But she's in Canada. Do you know where Canada is?
Awkward. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
it's one of the coldest places, and it was the first. Well, actually, it also celebrates Labor Day. So, woo, good for you, Zonia.
Zonia. Yeah, she's in Canada, so she's not in the U.S. See, and because of don't do that. It looks like you're whispering. What is that?
That's the England flag. So
no, that's the Canadian flag. She wouldn't put up the England flag. It's just it's just super duper tiny. Look at your big forehead in it. That's eyes. That's the Canadian flag.
I see.
Come on. All right, let's have a little bit of Let's have a little bit of time. We'll digest these notes and we'll come back with some lessons throughout the day, because this is not gonna be Legoland day. This is gonna be work with mommy day. Hello?
Okay. Legoland.
Goodbye. Tell the people bye.
Bye.
And I'm telling you, it's about to get real. You in the double digits now. Playtime is over.
Oh no, your son is correct. It is the England flag. Yo.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ta-da!
My bad. Well, I apologize.
I've looked at a lot of games.
I don't know flags.
I don't know flags. I can see. I looked at a lot of games, and some of them have.
I don't know flags. Okay.
Games of England versus.
You know flags from games.
Yep. Some of them from games.
Wow, Zonia. Okay. You ain't had to put me on blast like that, Zonia.
No,
you could have inboxed
me. Good job. She means good job. Okay?
All right, y'all. Job. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Congratulations. You have won the jackpot.